Right then, this is Sharky from Shar-Kade. So today we've got a build update on the last StarFighter custom deluxe stand-up arcade unit. We are currently waiting on a new board for the trackball. I had to send the other one back, so I'm waiting on a new board for the actual trackball. But we have all the unit built. We just need to get the back on once that part comes, and then this one's done. I'm hoping it arrives tomorrow. We are going to make a start on another 4-player unit this week. Day of the Dead design, so that's going to be started this week. I may just work on the control panel today and tomorrow and get everything sorted on the control panel first, then start working on the stand-up once this unit's out the shop. Because I don't have a lot of room in this other unit. But because of the big door, the big units have got to be built in the shop, unfortunately. But quality looking machine. I'll take some nice high quality images of this, put it up on the Reddit page once it's all sorted. But yeah, the custom grills on this look really clean, really nice. You've got the custom dust covers as well. You've got that artwork that blends in nicely with the trackball, the LED buttons, the blue LED buttons, and that really nice artwork there going throughout the unit. This was a whole redesign, so the planet and everything I've drawn in myself, because the image I had, the planet didn't look right, didn't quite fit in with the design as well, so I had to redesign that planet, all these blends and stuff, and the image quality is absolutely ridiculous. You won't find this image anywhere at this quality online. I did do a preview of showing the enhancements, but it never, if I upload a photo or anything like that, it doesn't really show off the true quality. It's just an example, and you can see even by the example how good it is, the difference between the quality and the design itself. And like I say, zoom right into that image and it just looks really clean. So yeah, cool looking design. Did take a while to design this one, but yeah, cool looking design. Now, a video's just dropped on Wicked Gamers YouTube channel. Now, there is a discount code on the Shark shooters, right? I do recommend you go ahead and watch the video and check out for the discount code on there. Me and Krisscoolmods has just done a crazy update, crazy update on the Shark shooters. Now, we have managed to get the PS2 stuff working on the Shark shooters and with true recoil. So you will get true recoil on the Shark shooters on the PS2 system. So we're going to add the PS2 to the Shark shooters as well. So the PS2 stuff. Chris's drive, his light gun drive, is going to work side by side with Shar-Kade's Shark shooters as well. So there's going to be a 2 terabyte upgrade drive. You can just plug that drive into your Shark shooter after you've received an update from us, and basically you would be able to use Krisscoolmods drive on your Shark shooter. That would give you full all-in-one access on your Shark shooter. So you're going to be able to use Blamcom guns, you're going to be able to use Gun for IR guns, you're going to be able to use Wii controller kits, aim track guns, stuff like that. So it turns the Shark shooter into a fully all-in-one arcade shooter. So there is going to be some new titles, and there's be a lot of repeats because we're going to have dual drives on the system. So there will be a lot of repeats on some games and some systems. Okay, but you are going to get a ton more games that on Chris's drive that will that you won't be able to use the sharpshooter guns with. So gun for hire guns, games and stuff like that, you will be like Blue Estate for a prime example. You will be able to play Blue Estate then if you have the retro shooter, the gun for hire, stuff like that. That's another one as well. Retro shooter will be also set up for it as well. So basically it turns a sharpshooter into the ultimate gun kit. And the thing with the sharpshooters as well, you can buy pedestals for them. They are quite expensive. Like I say, the wood cost me quite a lot to have CNC'd and stuff like that. And the quality of wood I use is the moisture resistant MDF stuff. This stuff doesn't come cheap. It's more like a HDF. If you look at standard MDF, you can see how low quality it is. It's really fibery and stuff like that. This stuff is solid stuff. It's more like a HDF, really quality stuff, and it's moisture resistant as well. So it doesn't come cheap. A lot of melamine stuff as well. You get really thin melamine coating and it chips off really easy. Now this stuff can chip. I've had a chip a few times, especially on the bottoms and stuff. When it's stood up against the wall or anything like that, it can chip, but it doesn't chip as easy as the other stuff. And this, like I say, it is solid. It's absolutely solid. If you try and snap a standard MDF board, it'll break quite easily. This stuff, it takes a bit of power to snap these boards. Like I say, it's high grade stuff. I think it's shipped in from Europe, but it's really high grade stuff. It does cost quite a bit for the sheets of it at the moment. If the price comes down on the sheets, I'll drop the prices on the arcades a bit as well. But like I say, I only use a high grade stuff. It makes it easier because obviously during shipping stuff gets shook around, and standard MDF just isn't up for it. It will end up breaking away from itself and stuff like that. And we don't want none of that. We want it to be able to take a bit of a knock if it is going and getting shipped out. We don't want it getting knocked, but sometimes it can't be avoided. And if it's a bit more tougher, a bit more sturdy, you're not going to have much issues of having it shipped out. And like I say, it is extra weight. It weighs a lot more, this MDF, than standard MDF. So there's a lot more weight in the units. Now with, like I say, the control panels, they do cost a bit more. Myself personally, I don't think the pedestal is worth it for 500 quid. I'll be honest with you. Myself personally, I don't think it is worth it. Now, there is other options to have a pedestal yourself. If you're in the US, you can go to Game Room Solutions. Customers of mine have went there and ended up buying a cheap pedestal, which is adequate for the sharpshooters and the Shar-Kade control panels. Okay. When you order one from me, you're all going to pay a little bit more in price for the actual pedestal. It is going to be like a Shar-Kade cabinet though. It's going to look clean. It's going to look sweet. It's going to be built to the highest possible quality. It's going to look really quality. Now, when you order pedestals and have them shipped to the US, it is going to jump the price right up in shipping as well. So you've got to take note of that. Like I say, Wicked Gamer done a video yesterday. It's going mental at the minute. I think it's already up to 10,000 views. Basically, he purchased a keyboard holder, and it's adjustable and everything, and it's quality bit of kit, really sturdy bit of kit, and it works extremely well with the sharpshooters and the Shar-Kade control panels. So that's an option there, and it's also cheaper option as well. So you can buy a keyboard stand, and basically it'll lift and adjust the control panel as well of how you wish. You can always you could always buy a bit of banner. I don't mind even designing your banner if you wanted to put a bit of banner around it. I've done that actually for me wedding. I had a table for the sharpshooter, because I didn't build a pedestal for it at the time, and I put the sharpshooter that was the Sega Golden Gun one, and around the table I just had a banner going around with the Sega Golden Gun logo and stuff like that. Nice Chinese background. It looked really sweet on there. Looked extremely nice on there. And like I say, it doesn't cost hardly anything. I think the table was 30 quid, and the banner would probably cost you 10-15 quid for the banner. So like I say, it's an option. It saves you paying like 500 quid from me, then getting a pedestal shipped out over to the US and costing you an extra 500-600 quid for shipping as well. It's ridiculous prices. It's up and down all the time on shipping. Smaller stuff at the moment has dropped in price for shipping slightly because it's up and down. It fluctuates. It doesn't fluctuate too much. It's only when you start getting the big units, the price does go up quite a bit. So like I say, if you are interested in a shark shooter, I do recommend you go and check out Wicked Gamer's video. There is a discount code on there. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to go and watch his video. Okay, he's spent a lot of time doing that video and he's done an outstanding job. It's great video. Made me laugh a couple of times. So yeah, check that out. And like I say, updates on the shark shooters as well. PS2 stuff. We will probably be getting true recoil as well for the Wii stuff. So I've got to look into that. But with the true recoil stuff, no one else has got the setup. And no one else is going to get the setup unless you purchase a Shar-Kade unit. Okay, no one's got those the alien gun kits working true recoil on a lot of the systems. Okay, some people haven't even got the PS2 setup with those guns. Some people haven't got the the Wii setup on those guns. We've spent a lot of hours, a lot of time having to work around stuff, add custom scripts, stuff like that, to make sure that those guns work with true recoil and they work perfectly with like the PS2 stuff. And the PS2 stuff isn't like dragging in like you would with the Wii at the moment. The Wii's probably going to be updated, so it's going to be the same as the PS2 stuff. So it's going to be a bit more stable with the guns themselves. And I think there's a few more stuff. There's going to be some more Techno Parrot stuff added as well. I think a couple of more Patreon stuff. So we're always constantly updating. Okay, like I say, with the shark shooters, you get the terabyte M.2 SSD as standard, and for later on, you are going to be able to purchase Krisscoolmods 2 terabyte light gun drive, which will work side by side with its Shar-Kade shark shooter, and you should be able to get up to 4 players on those arcades. Okay, so you could probably use the 2 guns attached and 2 guns USB wired. There's plenty of USB ports. Now you're going to be able to do all that in 4K. Now Chris sent us a message earlier on. Okay, there is HD patches for those PS2 stuff as well. So it looks clean. It looks really sweet for Time Crisis 2 and stuff. I've just seen a picture of Time Crisis 2, and I was doing a lot of testing last night with Chris, and it looked fine for the PS2 at the time. He's just sent us a picture and it makes it look a lot cleaner. So it's going to be all HD patched and stuff like that. And like I say, no one, as far as I'm aware, no one else has set up the PS2 stuff with those guns. Okay, so you're going to be able to, if you purchase your Shar-Kade units now, and by the time we get your units built, those PS2 games and everything else should be added onto the system. I've got a shark shooter to start this week if I can. I've just got to get the design finished. I've got the shark shooter to start. I'll hopefully have those PS2 stuff added to that shark shooter ready to go, so I can showcase some PS2 stuff, hopefully some other systems as well. Okay, if you can, please try not to ring us for anything. Give us a couple of weeks, because I am so far behind at the moment with having to sort everything out and working on my own at the moment and stuff. I've got the missus in, she's helping, but she can only do so much because I've got to train her up and stuff. But try not to harass us with phone calls. If you've seriously got issues with your Shar-Kade unit, please do give us a shout. We'll have to arrange a day to call. That's all I can do at the moment, because I've got to focus on designs. Over the past 2 or 3 days, I haven't been able to focus on any design work. It is holding us back a bit. So if you can, please, I'll get on to everything. If I can catch up with the designs, I can start getting the next units banged out. Okay. So like I said, it's been manic my end. This is how things go at times, you know. Sometimes it's smooth, sometimes it's manic, absolutely manic. But like I say, if you wish to purchase a Shar-Kade unit, if you have any questions as well, hit us up at dean@sharkade.co.uk. Let us know what you think of this last Starfighter. I think it's looking pretty okay on the camera here. My phone's never great, but I'm telling you now, this looks sweet from top to bottom. It looks outstanding. Really, really nice. All the dark blacks and blues and stuff like that between the buttons and stuff, and that side art really makes this unit stand out. So like, share, subscribe to the videos, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch us in the next one. Bye.